Hello and welcome. Playing on my new account this time, as I probably haven't done it in quite a few days, maybe in weeks. So I just wanted to change things up a bit and see if we can still play at low tours and maybe get some wins. Who knows? Okay, that's a bit aggressive, but it probably was not meant to be harmed. But anyway, our opponent is playing with the extra mile level 1. Not bad, playing with 1 mile an hour of topspin. 1 bar of topspin with 1 mile an hour of crosswind. Hit straight and gets a pretty good landing into the bunker. So that will be potentially a struggle for him to get out, but I'm not going to that way because I didn't think I need to risk it. Probably once I level it up, the extra mile I probably will. But besides that, I'm just going to go with the old classic way of going down the other fairway. And if I probably had my main account on here, I probably would drive it to the green potentially. Depends on what the wind was, I probably would do it anyhow. So our opponent does have the Sandwedge Desert Storm, level 4. Not bad topspin. Hopefully he wants it to probably gets it to the green, but hits good instead. And he's on to the fairway for a birdie. Or a birdie opportunity, shall I say. So, yeah. That could look like it could go in straight in. I don't have the wind chart, as you can see with the crosshair, so I'm completely going blind. So if this goes in, this will be actually pretty a decent shot, to be honest. But I'm not expecting it to go in, but if it does, hey, I'm a genius. And that actually almost went in, so that was pretty accurate. Maybe 0.1 wins more, but we still got it near the pin. Well, very near the pin. And had a very high chance of securing the win. Unless my opponent chips it in, then we go to a shootout. So yeah. Hit is great. And it does not drop in for a birdie. Very, very unfortunate for our opponent. Well played. And, oh, good luck. I was meant to put. As every single person. Okay, our first win. As we are in rookie 2. Pretty decent. But anyway, onto our second game of the new thing. I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah. Our opponent goes first with one of the 3 balls, or he potentially paid, but I didn't think of why he would have paid. So yeah, he probably got it from a chest or something. Completing tour number 1, or tour number 2 for that matter. As he has got 70 trophies, same as me. So yeah, we're just waiting for our opponent to reconnect. Otherwise, this will be a pretty free win. So yeah, please put down in the comments what you want to see next on either this account or my main account, and I'll potentially do it in the future. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say apart from that. So, yeah. 15 seconds until it's an automatic win. Three, 2, 1, and that's a win. Wow. I don't know how to feel about that. So, pretty nice, easy win. But they won't all be like that. So, I hope you do get some decent challenges in this, what you call it, game day thing. Also playing a person with a lot of hyphens or dashes, whatever you call them, with the not extra mile, the rocket level 8. Pretty impressive. Plays 70 games to get to that stage. Pretty impressive. That's a lot. Probably must have had 2,000 cards to get up to that stage. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to play short. Play as close to the roof as possible without going in. Of course. And, yeah. And we are on to the fairway, which is pretty good. And what I wanted. Our opponent is slightly ahead, but it doesn't matter because we will have a comeback. As we potentially both rolled onto the green, maybe. And yeah, our opponent hit a great shot and going close onto the green and close to the pin for an albatross, but it wasn't. So we both done hit eagles and both going to a shootout. So yeah, I'm going to put slightly a bit of overpower as my ball died. Didn't have enough, what is it called? Never mind. To the green. And maybe not get into the shootout. Maybe a bit too cocky, but yeah. I don't know. But that's life. You win some, you lose some. That's, yeah. Oh, I do not know what any of these shots are, to be honest. I have no clue. No, just go first, I'm going. It shouldn't be that person, right? There. Great. And that probably could have gone in as well. But it didn't. So that's slightly unfortunate. But anyway, we can bounce it back and win a couple of games down into games. But I did not think, sorry. upgrade and upgrade. So we're currently level 4 nearly everything actually, which is pretty good. We're slowly progressing through the tours. Well, not through the tours, but levels of clubs and coins. So, yeah. This one. This one I failed on. But I will not let history repeat itself though. And I will get this. Also, if you really saw my opponent's trophies, he only needs one more win, and then he's closed out tour number 2 and tour number 1 potentially, if he's doing it the way that I'm thinking he's doing it. So, yeah, let's hopefully deny him of the win and make him lose more trophies, because I'm evil and I want to do that. So, yeah. And the only way to win is to play. So, yeah. Would have never thought of that, would have you? Oh, playing with the Horizon. Very, very limited backspin. Or actually, hardly any, actually. And very poor accuracy. But not a decent amount of top 7, which, to be honest, that looks like it's just going to go roll through the green and potentially go into the fairway or at worst in the rough. But I will be surprised if it lands onto the green anyhow. Exactly as I predicted. I don't know why you put so much shot spin on, but you kind of shouldn't have done that in the first place. At least for this shot, we can get it to the green, which is very beneficial. I'm going to play around the ring. Or about 1.1, because for some random reason the yellow is 1.1 rings, but anyway, see how this goes. We do get it onto the green. Never mind, we get it onto the fringe. Still should be a nice easy chip for an eagle. And our opponent has to chip this in, which doesn't look too promising, to be honest. Using the beginner's rough iron. So, yeah, unless you can get a lucky shot, I think we'll be taking home the win and more money. That was actually pretty close, to be honest, but it wasn't close enough though. And we do take home the win, which is very, very nice. So we'll just quickly chip this in. And okay, never mind. We don't shoot out. Yeah, I'm done way too cocky, I am. And I did win from, if you saw day 18, I went down to 300k, and I just worked out to 2 million. So that's why I'm potentially missing all these shots. That should be pretty much easy. So, yeah, I probably need to stop doing that and just actually focus on the shot until it actually does drop. And yeah, But we've won 3 out of 2 games though, so I'm pretty happy about that. And our opponents won 15 out of their 17. Which is pretty impressive, to be honest. Yeah, I would probably be around that same level, maybe. No, I would be actually less than that level though. Yeah, I would have 12 to 18. So yeah, I would be actually less than my opponent. By quite a few actually, in fact. So, yeah. Here we just wanted to directly at the pin level. So I'm just going to quickly do that. And then counteract probably a ring, maybe 2. No, not 2. No. At 1.2, 1.3 I think that was. And great. That's still to be very good or to be very bad. And that's very bad. Okay. Yeah. I guess he has maxed out this tour. But yeah, we don't need to be cocky. That is the downfall of this game. If you think cocky, you're not gonna win. And if you don't think cocky, then you're not gonna win. I think. Well, you might be cocky and win, but from those last 2 games, yeah, that didn't work. So yeah. Okay, our opponent gladly hasn't left us for 70 seconds. Questioning if he's or is he not going to actually respond to the game. Just landed in the rough for just over a 300-yard drive. Not bad. Probably should be able to get to the green from that, depending on what club he has. But either way, he probably should easily be able to make it. So I'm just taking my shot. Hit perfect. And watching this ball go down the fairway and hopefully land on it. And we land on it. For a 292 yards and 0.92. That is a palindrome, guys. So if you're ever wondering what a palindrome was, my drive was a palindrome. So yeah. Our opponent is playing with the Rough Cutter level 2, which is not bad. Not bad for early gameplay. And potentially his second bounce does go onto the green, but when he managed to get close to the pin, if he reconnects. Never mind, he does reconnect. So, yeah. Oh. Yeah, our opponent is just disconnected. Which is fun. And we will yet again get another. Oh, never mind, he's actually online. Hits perfect with probably 1 or 2 seconds left on the clock. He took that just a bit fine, but we're not having an opponent who's just not even online. So at least that's a shot. Playing with potentially 1.1 rings. Oh, it's lovely. And yeah, hit perfect. and see where this ball goes. It goes straight into the hole. Let's go for an eagle. Well played to our opponent, and thanks. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Good luck to him. Unless he wants a rematch. He just won a rematch. Okay. He wants to redeem himself of that eagle that I just made. Okay. Jumper point 3. Was it Juniper? I don't know. So, yeah. This will be interesting to see if he can make the comeback or not. So he's just taking his first shot, playing with the extra mile. Just, I don't know why he would have changed. And narrowly just missing the rough. And costing him in this game. Just if you land in the rough in your drive, then yeah, you already know you've potentially lost to this. So yeah, as this is kind of a punishing hole for the drive, and that did not look good at all, and I might get punished. Never mind. But if you do it on your second shot, yeah, you might still get punished, but not harshly as much. But if you do it on your third, you kind of should have been in on your third shot, but yeah. Or somewhat near the green on your third. But if you somehow managed to do that, yeah, I don't know. So 90% of the time probably getting onto the green. Or I would expect it to get onto the green. So this is our third shot where he unfortunately did land into the bunker. So we will see what would happen with that. I hit perfect, and hopefully goes over the bunker. Okay, it does, and I don't have to make a long putt for eagle, which could potentially cost me. Yeah, and go to shootout. Well, we'll probably need to do that anyhow. But yeah, we'll see what our opponent does. Hits good. That will not be enough. Definitely won't be enough to get it into the pin and to potentially save eagle and go to a potential shootout. So yeah. So here we're just going to line it up and hopefully get it into the pin for back-to-back eagles. And we do get back-to-back eagles. That is very good, that is. See if you want another rematch. Even though it's clear that I've won 2 out of 3. If you do play another match. Okay, yeah, he wants to at least win 1. But I actually respect this player. Whoever you are playing this game with me, thank you. You've been such a good opponent. So wherever you are, if you somehow watch this video, shout out to you. To Robotop. I don't know if that's your actual name. It looks like it. And you play golf in real life, so that's good. So, hey. Please. I don't know what I'm saying please for, but yeah, that's unfortunate. And he has now unfortunately lost the match because of that drive. unless if I do the same thing, then it will go to a shootout. But if I don't, then it would be an automatic win for me. I know it's unfortunate that if the drive didn't go that well, then you've lost. Kind of unfair a bit, but yeah. And I put unlucky, because, yeah. But I could still mess up on the second shot though. So, there's always a possibility of that. So it's not almost 100% chance. It's probably a 99.8% chance of me winning. So, yeah. Hit rate with a bit of curl on it, and hopefully that's the 0.2% that is. Wow. That is the 0.2% that just happened right there. But at least he went first, so it's not as punishing for me. If I went first, then we could be in a bit of danger if he gets this in. But this would be the equivalent of an albatross if he didn't get into the bunker. So if he does, very well played for my opponent. Very well played. But just goes slightly over. And it does roll back, which is very helpful for him. Giving him a smaller distance to put for birdie. Yeah, for birdie. I do have an opportunity to chip this in for a win, but I don't think I will, but yeah. Nothing is impossible, I guess. I could get this in, but a very slim chance. So, yeah. I thought that was going to happen. Well, me miss it, but yeah. We go to a shootout. Our first shootout together. To see what he's actually like in shootouts. If he's as good as he is in the actual game. Pre-shootout, I mean. So, yeah. So I just take my shot, get it in, and we go to shootout now. So, yeah, been overall success for this day. And, yeah, can't complain, to be honest. We did, if you remember, we did play this hole with that 15 wins out of 17 person. To be honest, that was actually pretty good. Pretty high ratio that was. And I didn't really see what he has, but we'll see it. And I actually thought he had a hole-in-one for a minute. I got scared. But yeah, I guess he's rolling in. He's inching closer to the pin, getting a smaller and smaller target, and he lands at a 4.34 yard from the pin or to the pin. Oh wow, he's played a lot of games, he has. Winning 98 trophies. But wait, Bailey, you're gonna say, how is that possible? He's only on a max of 70. Wow. He's lost some games, which caused him to lose some trophies. And then he's won games and trophies. So it only counts the win trophies, not the overall net value of the trophies. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. And we do secure the victory. Very nice from this player. Good luck to wherever he is. And yeah, well played. And that will be the end of this day. Winning 5 out of 7 games. Is that? Have I played 7 games? Probably have. So yeah. See ya.